Good afternoon and happy Christmas Eve. Hi, it's Stormtracker 16, Chief Meteorologist Kurt Aaron. I'm giving you this info just for two reasons mainly. One, I want to remind you that we are tracking Santa tonight at 7 and 11. So make sure you join us. My wife Teresa, Rocco, Ranger will all be here tracking Santa tonight, and we're going to have the help of NORAD with their awesome satellites. We'll show you more on that later on tonight. But also the other reason I'm here is I want to talk about the upcoming weather. Now, if you're going to be doing any traveling tonight or tomorrow, the weather looks fantastic for travel. As you can see, there's an afternoon look. We'll zoom in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Nothing going on. Again, not even in that northeast corner where we typically see some activity. But we do have this, a winter storm watch for Friday night into Saturday morning. That's for central Pennsylvania, but that will likely expand into eastern Pennsylvania as well, because we're going to be tracking a storm system that's going to bring us some snow and maybe even a mix. Now, until then, for tonight, we'll just recap. Santa's going to love the forecast tonight because we're going to have increasing clouds, which he doesn't mind, you know, Rudolph's red nose. And then there's going to be some flurries around tonight. So it's going to feel like Christmas. Temperatures will dip down into the mid-20s. Then on Christmas Day, if you're going to be doing any traveling, looks great. Mostly cloudy. It'll be on the mild side, mid to low 40s, but it should be dry, which is good news. Now, we get into Friday, that's a different scenario. And that's why I'm talking to you this afternoon about our weather impact alert. That is for Friday afternoon through Saturday afternoon. Should be all wrapped up, I think, by mid-morning Saturday, but we'll leave it go until noon, 1 o'clock. It's for slick roads, icy roads, snow-covered roads, and it should be enough snow to have to shovel and plow, okay? So let's just talk about the timeline when this storm system is going to be moving in. So it's not tonight, it's not tomorrow, it's Friday. Storm arrives after 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and when it starts, it's going to start as snow. At least that's the way it's looking now. I'll show you future radar as we get into Friday. I'm just going to go ahead and advance it. And there's Thursday. Thursday looks good, some sunshine. And then we get into Friday, and then look what happens. 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. See that snow? Williamsport, Lewisburg, Sunbury. There's Bloomsburg. So I'm bringing you this update because if you have someone that's going to be traveling Friday, early is better, much better. You can see we get into the afternoon and evening hours, and now it's blanketing us, northeastern and central Pennsylvania. We're seeing the blues here because this is where we've talked about before. We're going to have the colder air, deeper, longer in northeastern Pennsylvania. Out towards State College, warmer air starting to try and win the battle there. That's why you're seeing a mix. Now, as we head through Friday night into Saturday, we're still going to have some lingering snow showers and even pockets of freezing drizzle. You see that? Friday night, Saturday morning, there's Saturday. See how we still have some snow out towards State College, pockets of freezing drizzle. We get into Saturday morning, and this is pretty much wrapped up by 10, 11 o'clock. Like I said, I kept it till noon, 1 o'clock. We may alter that a little bit, but what we're not going to alter is the timing for when it arrives, and it will be here Friday afternoon into Friday evening. So we want people to be safe if they're going to be traveling on Friday. Early is better. Here's your 7-day forecast. And Jeremy's going to have much more on this coming up on Newswatch 16, 4, 5, and 6. And then at 7 o'clock, we're going to be tracking Santa. Should be great weather. But as you can see by the 7-day forecast, good weather today, tonight, tomorrow. But then that storm system arrives on Friday, late afternoon into the evening hours, and that will linger into Saturday morning. That is your weather impact alert. We want everybody to be safe. I know many people stay for the holidays and then leave on Friday. If you're going to leave Friday, early is better. Morning looks fine. Early afternoon looks fine on Friday. It's later in the day, Friday into Friday night, when we're going to have some of those issues. So just bringing you up to speed on what's going on. Until then, the weather looks excellent for Santa and Rudolph and the rest of the gang. So I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and I hope Santa brings you everything you want. So just watch out for that storm on Friday. We'll have much more on Newswatch 16 starting at 4. Thanks for joining us.